complete demolition by 12 o'clock.
Right now at 5, President Trump, newest threats to Iran, what he wants in the deal, and possible next steps in the conflict.
And Governor Evers officially passing PFAS legislation, what it means for the town of Campbell's residents' drinking water.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Breaking news in the Iran war. The president doubling down on his threat to start hitting Iran's infrastructure at 7 p.m. our time.
Yeah, here's a live look at the White House. Trump's threats include hitting all of Iran's bridges and power plants. It comes as Iran reportedly rejects a ceasefire option. Leaders there asking for a permanent end to the war.
The entire country could be taken out in one night, and that night might be tomorrow night. We have to have a deal that's acceptable to me. And part of that deal is going to be we want free traffic of oil.
As for the F-15 officer rescued in that daring rescue, he did suffer injuries, but is okay.
So if the president goes through with his threat, what will it mean for the U.S.? News 8 Now's Grace Monk is here with some answers. Grace.
Experts say further escalation could prolong the war and drive up prices even more.
Given how this war has been started and what has happened, it's kind of a rock and a hard place. Like, no decision now is a good one.
Hamzawi says putting troops on the ground in Iran could cause the war to drag on.
You know, get involved in a quagmire where you try to build a regime out of the rubble of an authoritarian one, which costs time and energy and resources that have no end.
This could send global energy prices even higher as Iran continues to keep the Strait of Hormuz closed.
Pretty much every state wants it back open. There's a desire for that, but that gives Iran a lot of bargaining power.
Even if the war ends, energy prices would likely remain high due to the instability within Iran.
Saying, hey, figure it out in an incredibly critical region of the world with no guarantees of security whatsoever, creating a power vacuum and all sorts of potential seeds of chaos being planted, right?
Hamzawi says it's unclear if and when the war will end, but it's ultimately up to the U.S. to decide what happens next. In the newsroom, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Grace. Governor Tony Evers signing 2 major PFAS bills into law, together releasing $125 million in investments. $80 million will go towards a trust fund to support local communities and $35 to expanded well compensation grants. After the signing, Evers made a stop in the town of Campbell. Residents there have been forced to drink bottled water since 2021 due to PFAS contaminations.
The people that have put up with it all, in various places in the state, French Islands, are just a perfect example of that. And it gives me great hope for the future.
The laws also expand the DNR's role in PFAS cleanup and expands protections for the affected landowners.
Wisconsin DMVs are briefly extending their hours. It's tied to tomorrow's elections. Service centers will be open until 6 p.m. today and tomorrow. It's to help folks get a photo ID to be able to vote. You'll need a birth certificate and proof of residency to obtain a state ID. And early voting numbers are in. According to the State Election Commission, 280,732 voters cast their ballots early, either in person or by mail. That represents about 70% of those who requested an absentee ballot. And the turnout for this Supreme Court election lower compared to the 2 previous races. And from Madison to Eau Claire, we will have live coverage of your election results Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Results will also be found on all of our digital platforms.
Well, spring means the start of road work, a lot of it. Today's closures begin at the intersection of Losey Boulevard and Main Street. Crews are replacing traffic signals. The project is expected to last through the summer, and drivers can expect delays. Alternate routes include West Avenue or 3rd and 4th Streets. And the annual fire hydrant flushing is on. It happens twice in La Crosse. Crews will work through about 2,100 hydrants. It takes about 5 minutes to flush each one out.
A La Crosse County committee is holding a public hearing on a zoning request to move Country Boom.
The music festival wants to move from Maple Grove venues in West Salem to this stretch of land in Bangor. The county still has to approve the zoning request to move it. Country Boom says easy access off the highway can help grow the event.
The State Fair's iconic cream puff is getting some competition. For one April weekend, you can get a limited edition Orange Dream Puff. Sales go through April 26th to the 24th to the 26th. Cost for a pack of 3 going to be $17. Cream puffs can be picked up at Gate 5 or the Dairy Building.
Comedian Bert Kreischer is coming to the area. He's bringing his Permission to Party tour to the La Crosse Center in December. Tickets go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. Pre-sale tickets start Wednesday at the same time. Kreischer's comedy series Free Bert is now streaming on Netflix.
Well, you won't find me at that one, but he's got a following for sure.
I saw him like 10 years ago. I forgot he was still around, but
Did he still have the shirt off 10 years ago?
No, I don't remember that look, but good for him. It's going to be a party here.
Absolutely. All right, a little chill in the air on the walk with the dogs this morning, but we kind of knew this was coming.
Yeah, it was basically coming. We got about another day of it too before we start seeing more mild conditions. So yeah, today was quite chilly. More temperatures you would expect in early mid-March. More in the 40s too. You see there's your record highs of 91 and 88. So well, obviously short of that, but only 36 up in Ladysmith, Medford, where they've had a little bit of snow showers or flurries off and on with that northwest wind. Now currently right now we're still in the upper 30s to low 40s, but that wind is still out there about 15 to 20. So definitely feel like temperatures are in the 30s. So it's going to be a chilly evening, but we're going to see at least clearing skies and the winds will die down, but not too much in the way until we get to 10 p.m. 33, so kind of a cold evening. Similar for Eau Claire, the cloud cover will go away. 28 as we get to 10 p.m. with that north wind finally getting down to 6. Right now, there's your current temperatures. So later on, we'll kind of break down. We do have a little bit of rain and snow coming up. Some warmer conditions midweek, but then we have a lot more rain potentially coming in for the next weekend. So we'll break all that down a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, the Lansing Ferry is closed up. The Iowa Department of Transportation says the high winds are to blame. The ferry service runs between Lansing, Iowa and Wisconsin. Service is expected to resume tomorrow morning. IowaDOT is posting updates to their Facebook page.
The Green Bay Packers are hiring. The team is hosting walk-in job fairs at the Johnsonville Tailgate Village tomorrow and April 21st. The jobs are for seasonal and part-time roles. Positions include guest services, security, and food beverage staffing. You have to be at least 16 to apply and available for all home games.
Well, who's the best in men's college basketball will get decided tonight. UConn and Michigan will battle for the national championship. UConn's looking for its 3rd title in 4 years, while Michigan hopes to end its 37-year drought.
In Los Angeles, UCLA fans gave the Lady Bruins a warm welcome after they made history, knocking off South Carolina to capture its first women's NCAA championship.
This is amazing. I mean, these fans have been so fantastic the entire season and just so grateful to have such a great welcome home.
And this game wasn't close. UCLA finished off the Lady Gamecocks 79-51.
The Artemis mission breaking records. Astronauts now circling the moon. The latest images and sound coming in.
Plus, breaking news from the TV world. Stephen Colbert's replacement just revealed.
Tomorrow on News 8 Now this morning, a new trend aimed at saving you money when you travel. Plus, Art has a warmer week ahead, but with some rain. We'll see you starting at 5 a.m.
Slow or clogged sink, toilet, or main drain? Maxwell White can help. Ask about our $99 mainline drain opening special. Includes a free camera inspection. Address the root problem now to avoid costly repairs or future damage. Call or book online today.
Unleash your dog's potential at Top Dog Retreat in West Salem. Our expert trainer makes learning fun and effective, including a wide range of enrichment activities to get your dog's tail wagging. Book your session today. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
I was crossing the street at a crosswalk, and a guy ran through the stop sign, and I was hit by the car.
My dad made the wisest choice ever by contacting Schwebel Getson Sieben.
Jim Schwebel laid out a legal plan for me and took care of the important things, and so I didn't have to worry about anything.
You need an experienced attorney on your side. Schwebel Getson Sieben. Call or visit schwebel.com.
Spring is here, and April showers bring nasty, dirty, clogged leaking, mosquito-breeding gutters. Hi, Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services and Gutter Shutter Gutters, Wisconsin's largest, most durable, clog-free gutter system. Get back to the things that you really enjoy. Hunting, fishing, golfing, boating, being with family and friends, or just playing with your dog. Go get it. Remember, when you think gutters, think Larson Home Services.
It's just not fair. My daughter works so hard and loves sports, but now I'm worried about her competing against boys because of activists like Chris Taylor. It breaks my heart to see her safety and dreams dashed by activist politicians.
I'm Judge Maria Lazar, and I believe the law must be based on fairness and common sense. I will stand up for the rights of families and protect our children. It is time for a justice who puts the law and your family first.
Make your pup look and feel their best at Top Dog Retreat in West Salem. Fresh, clean, and oh so soft. They'll strut out looking top dog. Book your grooming appointment today at booktopdog.com. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Sick of running out of hot water? The professionals at Maxwell White are here to handle all of your water heater needs. Our licensed technicians can install, repair, or replace any type of water heater with same-day or next-day service. Call Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
Developing now in outer space, the 4-person crew on its record-breaking push into deep space right now. And of course, the big moment, the moon flyby.
The historic trip is expected to end at around 8:20 p.m. our time. And one of the big headlines so far, astronauts saying the moon looks brown. CBS's Christian Benavides has more.
For all humanity, you're pushing beyond that frontier.
NASA's Artemis II astronauts sailed into the record books.
We do so in honoring the extraordinary efforts and feats of our predecessors,
surpassing the Apollo 13 distance record of 248,000 miles from Earth.
We will continue our journey even further into space.
The astronauts were moved to tears as they suggested naming one of 2 previously unnamed moon craters in honor of Commander Reed Wiseman's wife, who died in 2020.
It's a bright spot on the moon, and we would like to call it Carol.
The crew awoke to the song Good Morning on this historic day, and a special pre-recorded message from the late pioneer Jim Lovell, who commanded the famous Apollo 13 moon mission.
I know how busy you'll be, but don't forget to enjoy the view.
The crew is expected to document parts of the far side of the moon never before seen by the human eye.
They're going to be taking thousands of photographs, running video cameras, audio notes. They're going to be recording what their thoughts are.
Before doing so, they'll also lose contact with NASA as the moon blocks their signal.
There seems to be some ominous hint of danger about that, but really it's not. You know, Isaac Newton is guiding this spacecraft. It's simple physics.
After passing the moon, the gravitational pull of the Earth will once again take over to bring Artemis II back home. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
NBC's Savannah Guthrie was back at work today.
It is good to be home.
Yes, it is good to have you back at home.
The journalist made her return to the NBC morning show after being absent for over 2 months. She took a leave after the disappearance of her 84-year-old mother, Nancy.
CBS announcing Stephen Colbert's late-night replacement.
The hour will be filled by Comics Unleashed with Byron Allen. CBS will air back-to-back half-hour episodes each night. Colbert's final episode will air May 21st.
Well, the price of gas going up again. It hit $4.12 today. A gallon now costs 38% more than before the war with Iran began. In La Crosse, a gallon is now at $3.53.
We will have more news ahead.
But first.
Yeah, we do have a little bit of wet weather coming up too, but we do have some warmer conditions midweek before we have a lot more rain potential for the upcoming weekend. We'll break all that down coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Spring is in the air, and your driveway is a muddy mess. Call North Central Paving today. We specialize in paving, seal coating, repairs, crack filling, and new installation. Say goodbye to the mess and hello to a smooth, durable driveway. Call North Central Paving today for your free estimate.
White, sandy beaches. The perfect temperature. Ah.
Well, this isn't what I had in mind.
Stop dreaming and start packing. Fly anywhere with La Crosse Regional Airport.
This is more like it.
Your convenient hometown airport.
Get an 11% rebate now at Menards. Check out our lighting showroom and find your style with a huge selection of lights from Patriot Lighting. This 3-light Stewart vanity light is available in brushed nickel or oil-rubbed bronze finish. Now a value of $29.98 after rebate. Upgrade your home with waterproof vinyl plank flooring. The Farmhouse collection offers a vintage wood look, is durable, and easy to install. Now a value of $199 a square foot after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey, you! Yeah, ready to tell everyone about Quick Trip's No Ordinary Chicken? Right now, get a crispy chicken sandwich, regular or pepper jacked, for just $3.99. Feeding the crew? Grab an 8-piece bone-in fried chicken for only $9.99. And don't forget to dip it in Quick Trip's No Ordinary Chicken sauce. Short on time? Order ahead with the Quick Rewards app and make it fast. Stop in today for your No Ordinary Chicken. Only at Quick Trip.
From the creators of bacon. Applewood smoked ham. Ham and Swiss melts. 2 for $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day.
Spring is in the air, and your driveway is a muddy mess. Call North Central Paving today. We specialize in paving, seal coating, repairs, crack filling, and new installation. Say goodbye to the mess and hello to a smooth, durable driveway. Call North Central Paving today for your free estimate.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
The President and First Lady hosting a special event today.
The 148th White House Easter egg roll. It took place on the South Lawn. This year's event carried a special patriotic flair as it marks the countdown to America's 250th birthday. The event included activities like a Be Best military card writing station and some mini golf.
I love that Easter is continuing in today. They had great weather over there also.
Yeah.
Over here, on the contrary, it's I mean, it's cooler, a little windier, and we've got some high rivers going on right now too, Greg.
Yeah, all that water that we got over the weekend, especially Friday night into Saturday, caused a lot of the smaller creeks to kind of go flash real quick, and we had some issues towards Vernon County, that area too especially. But now all of it's going through the system right now. A lot of them are going to peak here or crest and start to fall. You already see in the Black River Falls has started to fall back down. They have crested. Galesville is now going to be in minor flood stage, and most of these are minor right now. Nothing really that is major, except there's like one little tiny area, but otherwise that's the Black River. As we look at the Kickapoo, similar story, but it's working its way down. So we still got areas all the way down to Steuben that are still going to be getting into the minor flood stage. You see 12.3. Obviously, Lafarge and Reed Sound have fallen, so it's just halfway down that river, and eventually it will get down. The good news is we don't have a significant amount of precip here over the next 4 to 5 days, so all these should continue to fall. Yellow has a little bit higher rate right now. We've gotten up to moderate flooding in Necedah, just barely to 6.7 for tomorrow morning. It'll then begin to fall as you see up towards the north. Babcock is starting to fall. There's other ones out there too that are higher right now, but everything is starting to fall too, so that's the good news. The impact-wise are good. Now, rainfall for the next 7 days, and the bulk of this falls Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, more or less like Saturday night through Monday. Quite a bit of rain too coming, so this is something we'll have to keep an eye on for next weekend because of the heavy rain potential, and that the rivers will still be running high at that point, not quite probably action stage, and that's why we got alert day possibilities Sunday through Monday, mainly for the heavy rain. Now there could be a severe threat in this maybe on Monday. That's yet to be determined, but it's a better possibility that we're going to have another round of significant rainfall potential there. And given that the rivers are going to be running fairly high at that point, we'll have to keep an eye on that going on. Now, in the meantime, we have this little disturbance here ahead of this front that's to the south. You see a little bit of snow rain here in the Dakotas down to western Iowa. That's going to be lifted to our area, but not until we get till tomorrow night, really after midnight. For tonight, it's going to clear out. It's going to get fairly cold here for this time of year. Potential for some single digits out there. Otherwise, a lot of teens. Tomorrow, as we look at the temperatures too, overall, still cold, but we won't have that wind. That'll be the big deal tomorrow. The wind will turn around from the south-southeast late in the day, but for the morning time, we won't have to deal with that cold wind. So that'll be the positive going on. Now the rainfall comes in with that warm front. You'll see some rain start to develop, potentially a little bit of mix. We go right through there. It'll lift quickly to the north through the Wednesday morning. So the morning commute should be probably dry at that point. Then we have the cold front that'll come through, but that won't come through till late in the day. We'll see showers probably in the afternoon, and then a line will develop probably towards the evening commute. So we'll expect to see showers, maybe a storm, not expecting severe. As that comes through about 6, it'll exit probably about 9 to 10, and we won't see any precipitation rest of the night. So that's what we're looking at basically about midnight Tuesday to about 6 a.m. Wednesday, and then another round in the evening hours too. Not severe, not expected to see a lot of rainfall. And then as we look at Saturdays, that's actually Wednesday's lows. As you look at Wednesday, we will get up to the 60s before the cold front comes through, and the wind will be a story that day as well. Kind of quiet Thursday, Friday for most areas, and then it definitely gets active towards Saturday night. But look at the temperatures towards the weekend. Overnight lows may struggle to get into the 50s. So it's going to be almost, dare I say, a little bit more humid too.
Okay. But it comes with rain chances.
Yeah, well, this time of year, that's going to come with rain chances and potential severe chances to it. Keep an eye on that.
For sure. Thanks, Greg. Still to come, living off the land.
The UWL grad ditching the grocery store. Up next.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
When the food truck arrives at our neighbor's place, it takes a community. Our attorneys don't just fight insurance companies, they fight hunger in Wisconsin alongside our neighbor's place. Because together, we're stronger. Bygoff and Rohde, your neighbors, your injury advocates.
Spring is here, and Asher Lassen Exteriors is celebrating with a spring open house. Join us Friday and Saturday, April 10th and 11th at our showrooms in Chippewa Falls and on Alaska. Explore Renewal by Anderson Windows and Doors, Gutter Helmet, Tundra Seamless Gutters, and Sonesta retractable awnings and solar screens. Save up to 25% off on your entire purchase during this special event. Plus, enjoy no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Stop by Asher's Friday 9 to 4 or Saturday 9 to 2 and talk with our design consultants. Visit goasher.com for all the details.
When you turn 65, you're bombarded with all kinds of ads because all of a sudden you enter the world of Medicare. It can be really confusing, and you're wondering, are people trying to sell me stuff? I made a call to Strive Medicare, and they were so great because they were really advocates. They were people that I trusted that could say, here's what you need to do, and they made it simple. Find a friend that becomes an advocate that really understands what Medicare is all about and gets you in the right plan.
Call Strive Medicare today.
Interested in a heat pump for your home? Here at G&T, we've got an offer to sweeten the deal. Qualified customers can get up to $8,000 off a new Goodman heat pump system and a $2,000 tax credit for this year. In most cases, you'll pay less for this heat pump and furnace system installation, as well as over time with its efficiency and energy savings. Seriously, a Goodman heat pump that's smaller and more efficient for less. Plus, it's installed by an amazing team of skilled technicians with quality you can count on and experience you can trust. Interested? Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
From the law office to the clothing closet, our lawyers seek hope and recovery for the whole community. Bygoff and Rohde and our neighbor's place, where every injury and every neighbor matters. Because together, we're stronger. Winning justice for Wisconsin.
Well, get this, a Milwaukee native and UWL grad is determined to find his food in nature.
Robin Greenfield doesn't go to grocery stores or restaurants. He has no government ID, credit card, or bank accounts. As an environmental activist, he's hoping to inspire change by eating nothing but fish, berries, greens, and venison, all gathered by himself.
I harvest my venison from deer that are hit by cars. Some people call that roadkill, but I say a deer that was hit by a car.
Greenfield travels the country teaching people and foraging and living environmentally friendly lives.
Okay. Well, we were just saying, like, he probably has read well into what classifies as non-poisonous berries and vegetables and other things growing from the ground. In terms of the roadkill, I don't know about that one.
That's a step too far. Absolutely. My goodness.
Hope he gets those germs out. All right. Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
April is Youth Month at Ultra. Kids 17 and under can score up to $95. You can get a $50 match when opening a new youth membership, a $25 bonus when opening a new Live Your Life spend account, and a $20 bonus when opening a Grow Up or Graduation Youth Certificate. That's up to $95 this April with Ultra.
Spring is here,
And April showers bring nasty, dirty, clogged, leaking, mosquito breeding gutters. Hi, Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services and Gutter Shutter Gutters, Wisconsin's largest, most durable, clog-free gutter system. Get back to the things that you really enjoy. Hunting, fishing, golfing, boating, being with family and friends, or just playing with your dog. Go get it. Remember, when you think gutters, think Larson Home Services.
Find happiness. Find something familiar and new. Find connection. Find culture. Find community. Find yourself at the La Crosse Symphony.
Get your tickets now for Hollywood Treasures on April 11th, sponsored by ISG at lacrossesymphony.org.
You've worked hard to build your business. Your systems, your customer data, your financial records. They're the backbone of your success. But without proper cybersecurity, they're vulnerable. 3RT Networks provides reliable protection, 24/7 monitoring, and customized security solutions designed for businesses just like yours. Because downtime isn't just inconvenient, it's expensive. Protect what you've built. 3RT Networks, your local partner for safer IT.
We see you out there coming up with original ideas, which is why you shop at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Because you know that when inspiration rises, we'll have what you need to make it happen at prices that make it possible. Right now, Rewards members get a free $10 gift card with an $80 Estate fertilizer purchase, like Estate Starter Fertilizer or Weed and Feed, $29.99. And this Blaine's brand lawn and garden utility battery, just $36.99. Find the value you need to bring your ideas to life. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Youth Month is all about growth. Kids 17 and under don't miss your chance to get up to $95. You can get a $50 match when opening a new youth membership, $25 bonus when opening a new Live Your Life spend account, and a $20 bonus when opening a Grow Up or Graduation Youth Certificate. Start small and grow big with Ultra.
All right, it's going to be a cold night for April standards. There could be some single digits out there, too, if everything, the winds do calm down. It will be clear and quiet for the start as we go through. And then as we look at the 8-day forecast, we do have that rain or snow coming back in Tuesday night and Wednesday. We do get warmer Wednesday, but the wind comes with it, too.
All right, there's always something.
There always.
All right. All right, that does it for us at 5.
We'll see you at 6.